Hi everybody, it's your spiritual colors and diamond painter coming at you again. I've been away for a minute, still trying to get things together. Ordered this table and it is taking years to get here, which is really killing me. When you really find something that you like, then it's on back order. Then they got it at the wrong warehouse and they had to bring it to the warehouse or in Philadelphia. So I'm like, ugh. But patience is a virtue. So I just wanted to bring you guys some of the things that I was doing artistically and taking my time to build my skills as a colorist. And because it's summertime, I had to take out Hannah Carson Summer Nights. And it is hot as dickens outside, We've been having this over 100 degrees weather. So just to relax, chill out, grab a nice glass of cold tea, turn the TV on, some music on after you finish your day of activities, being productive, school, work, whatever you're doing, and get into your creative flow. And this is Summer Nights by Hannah Carson. It's one of my favorite books. And I haven't done a lot of Hannah Carson recently since I moved. I was doing a lot of her out of some of her books when I heard that she was really sick. So I'm always praying that she's doing better day by day. But this is one of the pages I did out of Hannah Carson, which is the bumblebee. Bumble. But I did some of my sticklers, if you guys can see that, on the wings and tried to make it shine. I didn't do too many sticklers inside of the cone, which I was, but then I changed my mind. I wanted to make the cone more of a lighter neon color. And excuse me, a really honey coated color, because I was going to be a certified beekeeper when I was in North Carolina, because a lady I knew did beekeeping, and I wanted to really learn how to get the honey from the bee combs, how to get the propolis, which is really good health-wise for people. I like bees. I love them. And, if you know anything about saving the bees, because a lot of them are being killed and dying down by the pestilence. I'm all about environmental saving and helping our earth and our animals and nature. So yes, I really do love the bees. I'm not afraid of bees. I never was when I was a kid. I used to play with them. I think I've gotten stung one time. I know I've gotten stung by a bee one time in my life. But I always liked to watch them when I was a kid and butter inside the flowers. But this is the way I did it. I've seen some people do some really awesome, extraordinary pictures. And I made the queen bee stand out because she is right there. All the rest of them have yellow, black, yellow, black. This one, the queen bee, she's all yellow. She has her black things. And her fins are not black. All the rest of their little fins up here, which is like their ears, that's how they hear, are black. But hers are yellow, and she's all yellow. She's not yellow and black. Yellow and black. This one is a little different because he has a yellow and black at the bottom. But she's all yellow. So she's the queen bee. She's the queen. And yes, I did another page. Oh, not that one. Hold up. Okay. Which was my flowers, because I love sunflowers. Yes, and all the beautiful butterflies that come out. And you see them all the time. I have an aunt who loves gardening, so I know she's probably been seeing some butterflies out in her garden. But sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers, other than the lotus. And I wanted to make it like a fiery color with a really nice pinkish color. Sometimes when you look at flowers, I just think of what the color of the real flower looks like, but then add a little extra something, making it look different than something you ever seen. And then when you look at flowers, you're like, oh, there's one just like the one I was thinking in my mind. So I try to give it extra special creativity. Try to do the background with some pastel, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. I have some ink tints, but I haven't used it a lot. So I'm going to start working and practicing on how to use my ink tints for backgrounds. And as you can see, that's the other part of the sunflower. And the butterfly, I like it all different colors. Even when I look at butterflies, I try to make them like something you never seen, something you could imagine seeing. Yes, but this is one of my favorite books. I remember when I first started doing pictures back to back in this book. Here's another butterfly, just on Summer Nights. Now here's another one of my very favorite books. I really love this one. Oh, this is so dear to my heart. Okay. But because it's the Word of God and it's the Bible and it's in the King James Version, to be able to read a scripture, write your little journaling on the side, if you will, because they have lines. And then be able to go over on the side and do some coloring. Says, "Fear not, Abraham, I am the shield and the exceeding great reward." And then just, color in those pages for some creative moments. The pages I've done is the very beginning. It says in the beginning. Make sure you guys can see this because y'all know how we try to struggle. Okay, in the beginning, and I love it. I truly love this book. And then I have this one where it's to and from. And I did this one. Look at one of my diamond trails. These trails be all over the place. My other one, I didn't really put a background on the back of that one. But yeah, my next page I'm going to do, I did the Old Testament too. The Old Testament with the cardinals. And I'm going to do probably this one next. There's a little bit of Genesis on the top there. But yes, this is my creative Bible, and I love it. There's so much you can do. There's like one we say provision. And you can just color that in as you're studying and reading. Yes, I love this book. Now this is my Mariola Bodak, because she is an awesome artist. And she does the most beautiful portraits. And I have one of her books. But she also gives you these bookmarkers when you order her book. And these are my two girls right here. That's Sandy and that's Fiery. I don't know why I call her Fiery. But yeah, Sandy and Fiery. We're going Fiery. Hey girl, what's going on? Hey Fiery. But yeah, I wrote their names down on the back of another piece of paper. But when I look at the faces, if you look at the images of the faces, what do you see? Like, what do you think she's saying or what she's thinking? Just by her expression. And what do you think she's saying or thinking by the way she looks? She's like, And she's like, girl, please. Like, you must be tripping. Like, she got that kind of, I hear you, but I don't like what you say. And she like, I know you heard me, but like she got that look like, what? This one got that look like she look a little angry, like she a little mad. Like she got this like her eyebrows were like But then her, she just like, what? Really? Don't even play with me. So when I look at the images, it's always a character or a thought in my mind because I'm a writer. So this is just how I define the portraits, these two young ladies. So yes, so funny. But yes, I haven't got finished this one, but I was doing her hair and she's really pretty with the flowers. And you see how her mouth is open. And she's like, like what does she see? Like she's seeing something in the garden and she's like, oh my God, look at that. You see like the expression on their faces. It's like, what is she thinking? What is she saying? So that's why I love doing these portraits, because it always gives you to me an image in your mind. Here is my little image book of the Coloring Wild 3. And I did the first page. And I named her Sally. Isn't she pretty? I think her face came out okay this time. I'm not really the best at doing dark skin complexions. But I think Sally turned out good. And on the flowers are these little bugs. And then there's a bug right there. And I was like, Sally sitting on a bench. She tried to make $1 out of 15 cents. She realized she couldn't do it, so she got to it. The flowers in her hair, and she didn't care if the bugs were there. Sally sitting on a bench. Sally sitting. Remember that song, Sally sitting on a bench, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. She missed like this. Okay, I made up my own little poem to it, but anyway. I think she's really pretty with her little brown eyes, her big afro. Yeah. And I think I'll do this one next. This is cute. And there's a lizard. When I first saw this picture, I totally missed the lizard. I was looking down. I was like, oh, Statter. It's a lizard. Dang on. It was so funny. But yeah. It's some really beautiful pictures in this book. I already did a flip through. But yes, I love this book. I really do. Alrighty, and let's see. my other one is, now don't laugh at me with this one, y'all, because this is my favorite book, Spiritual Wings and Fly. It's a very inspirational book, and I tried to do one for every month, and this was my goal, was to do a picture out here every month. But when we got to May, we did May. Okay, come on. I gotta shut this off. June. I have learned over the years that when someone's mind is made up, this dismisses fear, knowing what must be done does away with fear. Rosa Parks. Let's say that again. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. So when you are serious about what you want to do, you ain't thinking about being scared of nothing. Do what you got to do, and you ain't thinking about what's going to happen next. You just do it. That's what Yoda said on Star Wars. There is no try, just do it. As y'all can see, I didn't color that one, the flowers for June. But like I said, don't laugh at this next page, because I saw someone do a watercolor on their background, and they mixed the colors together, and when they did it, it looked so easy. When I tried it, okay, let's just say it didn't turn out nowhere near the way I thought it would. So we're gonna go on to the page. I love her. I tried to make her dress like red and black. I like it to be light because I could have colored it a little darker, and I wanted her things to be red. I probably could have went over this. Now y'all see how that look? That's messed up. Look, see how that look? Oh, Lord Jesus. And it messed up all my little gel markers that I use, my markers. But this page look kind of crazy as can be. This is the most craziest page I've done. But I said I'm gonna show it anyway. On top of her head, I want that to look a little fiery. But it didn't turn out the way I saw the thing. So this is the little, poem creation that I spoke on it. It says, what a mess all around. Everything seems upside down. It's not always easy to turn a frown into a smile. But I clean up messes. I am the winged fairy that soars through the deepest, the depressive spirits of life. And no matter how hard it seems, brush yourself off and try again. And then life will begin to blend. Learning from every sin, feeling blessed deep within. Let me say that again, because I know my girl look a little messed up over here. So we just gonna explain her mess, okay? What a mess all around. Everything seems upside down. It's not always easy to turn a frown into a smile, but I clean up messes. I am the winged fairy that soars through the most depressive spirits. And no matter how hard it seems, brush yourself off and try again. And then life will begin to blend, learning from every sin, feeling blessed deep within. So that was my little saying, because this picture was just like, I can't believe I messed it up that bad. But first you don't succeed, brush yourself off and try again. I think she got the cutest little elfie face. Just look at that. Just look at it. So, it's okay. It's all right. And that is my little quote for today. And here is my favorite book, The Sympathy of Cute Animals. I love this book. I really do. I did a little few pages in here. I'm trying to find a page. Okay. This was the one with the dishes. And the little bunny rabbit is here. And then the chicken. And then you got the two little mouses on the side. And the honey. I tried to color these with my Posca pen, white pen, but I don't think it came out quite the way I wanted to. I wanted this to be white and kind of looks just clear. I put white down here, white up in here, white on the chicken because I wanted the chicken to be all white. And I might try to go over some of with the chicken with a white crayon, Prisma, but it didn't turn out like that I wanted. Even with the rabbit, I wanted them like white and gray, but it still didn't turn out quite the way I wanted. So I'm trying to usually learn how to use my Poscas and backgrounds and in certain areas in the coloring. Even like around these glasses, it should have been a little white there, and in between it's the Posca. But okay, it's we live and learn, trial and error. So yeah, this is one of my other ones from the animals, cute sympathy of animals, right? That's what it's called. I always say it wrong. Sympathy of cute animals. All right. So, and again, we have flowers of the year. I'm not sure not whether I finished this. Now I was going to do this one too, monthly. Let's see. Because I told you I've been slacking on some of this month. It's been a little crazy. I did the May. Here's June. Showed you June with the sunflowers, and that's it. I think I showed you guys June. If not, we're showing it to you now. And I love this book because I get to color something beautiful like the flowers every month. I don't think I did July. I did do these. I did do these on the side. This is the metal cranesbill. Then there's the lily of the valley. And then there's the Quelder rose. So yeah, I think those are really pretty. I really love plants and flowers. No, so here's July and I didn't even finish. So we're still trying to finish up July. And one of the other ones that I love is that I've been doing is my Black River Art Dream World. And I love the pictures in here. I did this one with the rocks. I totally get a writing vibe. Like I could see a whole fantasy coming out of this book. A fantasy art, fantasy writing. I love this of the moon shining down on the rocks at night with the little fly. I'm gonna call them lightning bugs, or what they call lightning flies or whatever. We call them lightning bugs. And the little rose, the little butterflies. That was one of them that I did. And I see this with the rock, and his face is like shaped like a face. It's like a tree, like a trunk, but his face is shaped on the tree, like it's carved out. And the mushrooms. And my other picture. Let's see. It's right here. I wrote a little story on top of there, which let me see. Let's see. This is the last one I did. Hold on, something else I should show you. Where is it at? Oh, nope, that's it. This was it. And my little story I usually write on the top. It says, the house near the mushroom forest sits quietly there, surrounded by the blossoming life of flowers that all gave off the most sweetest flower smell. When the sun would shine, it would sparkle bright, that illuminates the entire spot and makes the house shine as if it was magical and was bought from a distance, from far beyond. In this home lived a woman. In this house lived a gnome. He was called King of the Mushroom Forest, for he could speak into the deep. He could hear mushrooms speak, and their purpose and magical powers were desired by people who had no idea of the great magic that these mushrooms had to behold. The gnome was only seen when he wanted to be. Others thought he was a mystery. But the mushroom forest would sparkle into the light of night and day and be talked about throughout history. The magical mushroom forest, seeked by men, believed to be a fantasy, but kept by those who are a mystery to life and will forever hold sacred the things that have no price. And that was my little story. Sorry, my little stumbling over something, because I was trying to write the words down. I said woman was a gnome. First I thought, okay, let me write a woman. I said, no, I'm going to write it as a gnome, because a gnome is more of a mystical creature. It's not really, real person, but real things. But that's the kind of fantasy. When I like coloring in this book, there's always a story I see that comes from beyond behind these pictures. And I love coloring in books like that because it brings, you know, a mindset of how you want things to look or what's going on in the scenery or what this picture could represent. And this represents the mushroom forest and the sacred house of the gnome that lives there. And yes, that was my picture. I think that was my very last picture. Yeah. Here's some other pictures I've done. I might have shown, I don't know if I've shown these on my channel or not. I did like I've done 30 videos since I've started. These are some of the pages I've done in this book. And I have part 1. I've done this one too. I have book 1, 2, and 3. I'll be showing you book 2 for maybe sometime in August. Now, I love this because this is the book that's going to help me get better at doing my portraits. It's more like my practice book. It's called Beautiful Fantasy Women Faces. And I did my first girl right here. Okay, hold on. Here she is. And her name is Talia. Now, y'all know I just have poetry. Don't mind me if I do a little poem. So I hope you guys don't get bothered by it. Because I told you I always kind of write down my little poems when I see the facial expression or the stories behind that could be behind a person. So I hope you guys don't mind. But I wrote a little story on this side. It's not stories from home. So life can toss you both joy and pain at the same time. The visions we have to build our dreams can crumble and fall. We have to reconstruct the dreams we have and live our life on a fragile path. Now that my eyes are open, I see the dark shadows and my mind has been changed on who I am and how I choose to live my life. The sun shines in my eyes, but now I can finally see my way to a new destiny, bearing my soul to the deepest part of the depth within me. And that's Talia. And I think she turned out pretty well. I'm trying to get my hair color combinations correct. I like her. And I did one more. This, I haven't colored her face. I know how to do colored skin, but learning how to do Caucasian skin, when I say it that way, it's been a little difficult because learning how to put the colors together to really make it the light, the pink, it's been a minute. So I haven't done her skin yet, but this is Sunny. She has blue eyes. See, her hair is blondish, like yellow. And I think I like this one. I haven't came up with a story for Sunny yet, but she'll have one too. She'll have a little poem behind her. Yeah, and I like this one. And this is Mythic World by my favorite boy. Yes, I love Kirby. He is just outstanding. He's coming out with another book that's coming out. It's about alienation. I'm like, OMG. I hope he brings something in like the aliens from the aliens. Or if anybody's seen Aliens 1 with Sergeant Weaver. If he put some of that in there, like the monsters on Alien. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Now I like this and I don't like it because I did it with watercolors. So excuse me guys, because I am practicing how to do watercolors and my girl, Color Me Stress Free, is my mentor. She does the bomb. I'm always looking at her videos and she is just a great artist. But I love this one with the big old ape and he's like a protector. I forgot what he's actually called. He's number 9 back here. Oh, Lord. I like the least know something about him. Oh yeah, he's from Japan. He's the Surigami or wicked monkey spirits from Japanese folklore. That's all we need to know. He's a wicked monkey from Japanese folklore. And there he is, big. I really don't like the face, but I think everything else looks okay. Knowing that I'm just starting my watercoloring and trying to do more detailing. So, I'll go with that. My other one that I first colored out here is my favorite goddess, Isis. Let me come back to her. Here she is. Hold on. Isis. I wanted to make like her crown was shiny. And I didn't get the shine I wanted to. I wanted to really make that look like it was sparkling. more than anything. So I did her eyes and her lips a little bit. As you can see, a little bit of the paint and stuff kind of came out like right there on the sides and right here around it. It's just, but error is trial and error when you're just learning how to get better. And I think right here, I was like, I can't get it off. But, you know, I think if I can find a way to go over it or do something different, I will. But other than that, yeah, this is my favorite Egyptian goddess, Isis. And then I did this one, Atlas. And still, I did it also with water paint. I like the metallic look of the stones here. And my dragons, earth, air, fire, water, green, fire, blue. And I did use the Posca, the pen for the background. And it turned out okay. So yes, thank you guys for tuning into my my artistic creativity this month. So trying to move forward and doing other things. I do plan on going to an art gallery soon that I want to videotape and then put it out for you guys, because this page is really about positivity, motivating, uplifting people through art therapy, and really just loving art in itself and listening to all these greatest artists. I just got on, I'm not a Twitch creator, but I love listening and watching people talk about why they create their art, what their art is about. And when I look at art, I always see a story behind it. So when you think about the artist and what they were thinking when they created something, whether it's Picasso, whether it's Michelangelo, whether it's the Leonardo da Vinci, who I love his stuff. The story behind the artist is mind-blowing sometimes, because what maybe look to others maybe like, oh, extraordinary to someone else. And yes, I'm not an artist. I do not draw, but I love bringing life to the page when it comes to being a colorist or a diamond painter and seeing extraordinary beauty that comes out of putting together a puzzle, the piece of the puzzle, and just looking at it in an extraordinary way. And every artist has their own unique style. So I've always been I've always had a love for art, architecture, and all those things. So I want you guys to be blessed, stay out of this heat, stay cool, and keep your head uplifted no matter what happens in life. God has your back. He's always in control. Stay prayed up and know that I'm always praying for all you guys. Thank you so much for being inspirational, helping me keep up this channel. For all you who are subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share it with someone else if you like my content. Be blessed, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye.